Mangalakaram Vyaptanyena Characharam Tatpadam Darshitam Yena Tasme Shri Gurave Namaha Ajnanati Mirandasyam Yananjana Salakaya Chakshurun Militam Yena Tasme Shri Gurave Namaha Guru Brahma Guru Vishnu Guru Devo Maheshwaram Guru Sakshat Parabrahma Tasme Shri Gurave Namaha Stavaram Jangamam Vyatam Yat Kinchin Sacharacharam Tatpadam Darshitam Yena Tasme Shri Gurave Namaha Babaji Vyapiyat Sarvam Trilokyam Sacharacharam Tatpadam Darshitam Yena Tasme Shri Gurave Namaha Sarvashruti Shiroratma Virajita Padam Bhujam Vidantam Bhuja Suryoya Tasme Shri Gurave Namaha Chaitanya Shashvata Shankho Yomatito Niranjana Bindunada Karatita Tasme Shri Gurave Namaha Jnana Shakti Samaruda Tattvamala Vibhushita Mukti Mukti Pradata Cha Tasme Shri Gurave Namaha Aneka Janma Samprapta Karma Bandha Vidayine Atmajnana Pradhanena Tasme Shri Gurave Namaha Sushanam Bhava Sindhosya Yapanam Sarasampadam Guru Padodakam Samyak Tasme Shri Gurave Namaha Na Guru Radhikam Tattvam Na Guru Radhikam Tapam Tattvajnanat Param Nasti Tasme Shri Gurave Namaha Manata Shri Jagannatha Madguru Shri Jagadguru Mamatma Sarva Bhutatma Tasme Shri Gurave Namaha Guru Radhiranadishta Guru Paramadevadam Guru Parakaram Nasti Tasme Shri Gurave Namaha Tvameva Mata Japita Tvameva Tvameva Bandhu Shasaka Tvameva Tvameva Vidya Dravinam Tvameva Tvameva Sarva Mama Deva Deva Tvameva Mata Japita Tvameva Tvameva Bandhu Shasaka Tvameva Tvameva Vidya Dravinam Tvameva Tvameva Sarva Mama Deva Gurudev Sri Vishwananda.
Gurudev Sri Vishwananda.
Narayana 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 Sri Vishwananda.
Om Narayana Sri Vishwananda.
Narayana Sri Vishwananda.
Narayana Sri Vishwananda.
Narayana Sri Vishwananda.
Gurudev, Gurudev,
Gurudev, Gurudev,
Gurudev, Gurudev,
Gurudev, Gurudev,
Gurudev Sri Vishwananda.
Gurudev Sri Vishwananda.
Gurudev Sri Vishwananda.
Gurudev Sri Vishwananda.
Narayana Narayana Sri Vishwananda. Gurudev
Narayana Sri Vishwananda. Gurudev.
Narayana Narayana Sri Vishwananda. Gurudev
Narayana Sri Vishwananda. Gurudev.
Narayana Narayana Sri Vishwananda. Gurudev
Narayana Sri Vishwananda. Gurudev.
Narayana Narayana Sri Vishwananda. Gurudev
Narayana Sri Vishwananda. Gurudev.
Oh Narayana Narayana Sri Vishwananda. Gurudev
Narayana Sri Vishwananda. Gurudev.
Narayana Narayana Sri Vishwananda. Gurudev
Narayana Sri Vishwananda. Gurudev.
Gurudev Sri Vishwananda. Om Avatar Shishai Namah. Om Vishamai Namah. Om Devakaya Samudyatai Namah. Om Sukshmatanave Namah. Om Chinmayai Namah. Om Guru Murtaye Namah. Om Sundarai Namah. Om Sulachanai Namah. Om Samukhay Namah. Om Charhasai Namah. Om Keshavai Namah. Om Padmabhujai Namah. Om Managamanai Namah. Om Charumbaradharine Namah. Om Ramai Namah. Om Mandir Sapakai Namah. Om Shrijiva Varshakay Namah. Om Gayatri Ajvane Namah. Om Arpanasvikarakai Namah. Om Vishnu Pujakai Namah. Om Namo Narayana Yeti Mandropasakai Namah. Om Zanamayai Namah. Om Madhurakantai Namah. Om Krishna Samkirtana Lulupai Namah. Om Sutra Priyai Namah. Om Itabashine Namah. Om Bhagmine Namah. Om Chitrakala Visharadai Namah. Om Vratadharai Namah. Om Sadhave Namah. Om Jagatpantai Namah. Om Sarvalokahitai Namah. Om Bhakta Priyai Namah. Om Surdai Namah. Om Anukulai Namah. Om Neyai Namah. Om Sudarshanai Namah. Om Bhaktavatsalai Namah. Om Premamurtaye Namah. Om Shuvikshanai Namah. Om Pritivardhanai Namah. Om Svastidayakai Namah. Om Tarakai Namah. Om Anugrahai Namah. Om Vardhanai Namah. Om Architaय Namah, Om Arthaय Namah, Om Siddhipradaय Namah, Om Janardanay Namah, Om Manoharay Namah, Om Mahakshay Namah, Om Siddheshwaray Namah, Om Bhasmabhushitay Namah, Om Atmalingay Namah, Om Lingarchana Prasakay Namah, Om Siddhisadanay Namah, Om Madhavay Namah, Om Omkarapasakay Namah, Om Sukshmay Namah, Om Vishwakay Namah, Om Satvikay Namah, Om Samadarshine Namah, Om Dakshay Namah, Om Achintyay Namah, Om Niramkaray Namah, Om Nirmohay Namah, Om Avyagray Namah, Om Chitakrodaya Namah, Om Vinayashilaya Namah, Om Svavashay Namah, Om Kushalaya Namah, Om Shamaya Namah, Om Satyadharmaya Namah, Om Nirvikalpaya Namah, Om Viraktaya Namah, Om Atindraya Namah, Om Satyasandaya Namah, Om Pavitray Namah, Om Madhurasvabhavaya Namah, Om Suranandaya Namah, Om Nandanaya Namah, Om Prasanatmane Namah, Om Bhaktanidaye Namah, Om Sakshaye Namah, Om Samatmaye Namah, Om Sadayogine Namah, Om Haraye Namah, Om Sutapaye Namah, Om Somyaye Namah, Om Goyaya Namah, Om Vimuktatmaye Namah, Om Garbhiraye Namah, Om Guptaye Namah, Om Atmaramaye Namah, Om Srinivasaya Namah, Om Devaye Namah, Om Yutidharaye Namah, Om Danyaya Namah, Om Gurave Namah, Om Duratikramaye Namah, Om Gahanaye Namah, Om Bhagavate Namah, Om Harisharna Margadarshakaye Namah, Om Kutasya Jagartakaye Namah, Om Abhiprayaye Namah, Om Sarvamata Samatyaya Namah, Om Shamaikata Bhavavardhakaye Namah, Om Premavatar Sri Vishwananda Swami Namah. Ato Deva Avantuno Yato Vishnu Vichakrame Priti Visapta Dhamabhi Idam Vishnu Vichakrame Tredani Dade Padam Samudamasya Pagum Sure Trini Pada Vichakrame Vishnu Gopa Adabhya Ato Dharmani Dharayan Vishnu Karmani Pashyata Yato Vritani Paspase Indrasya Yujasaka Tat Vishno Paramam Padagum Sada Pashyanti Suraya Devi Vachakshura Tatam Tad Vipraso Vipanyavo Jagruvagum Sasamindate Vishnuryat Paramam Padam. Premavataraaya vidmaye Satgurudevaya dhimai Tano Vishwananda prachodayat. Om Premavataraaya vidmaye Satgurudevaya dhimai Tano Vishwananda prachodayat. Om Premavataraaya vidmaye Satgurudevaya dhimai Tano Vishwananda prachodayat. Vakratunda Mahakaya Suryakoti Samaprabha Nirvignam Kurume Deva Sarvakareshu Sarvada Sarvakareshu Sarvada. Om Bhuvasva Tatsavitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimai Yo Yo Na Prachodayat. Om Bhuvasva Tatsavitur Varenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimai Yo Yo Na Prachodayat. Om Bhurbhuvasva Tatsaviturvarenyam Bhargo Devasya Dhimai Yo Yo Na Prachodayat. Shri Krishna Vishnu Madhusudana Ketapare Narayana Achyuta Trivikrama Chakrapane Nitya Trisajadhara Sridhara Vasudeva Gopala Krishna Hare Tava Suprabhatam Shri Rukmini Sabhavana Sahare Murare Radhesha Gopesha Surupa Brahmadi Vandya Shri Dvarakashraya Vaikuntapate Bhuvane Kamurte Gopala Deva Haraye Tava Suprabhadam Meena Krite Kamatarupa Varaha Murte Trivikramaya Guhave Pururama Rama Shri Rama Krishna Yadunandana Kalki Rupa Gopala Krishna Haraye Tava Suprabhatam Govinda Madhava Mukunda Parataresha Damodaram Jadharananda Kadhari Shori Gopa Gopi Jana Samrata Dina Bando Gopi Jana Priyaye Tava Suprabhatam Virabdi Chai Bhujagadi Patalpashai Sadbhakta Sadana Shai Ramanga Shai Shri Gopa Bama Mridutalpa Sudani Shai Gopa Vallabhaye Tava Suprabhatam Shri Kashapadri Sukhanarada Gotamadi Brahmadi Shrangamani Sangava Bharateshu Ishtanti Deva Tava Darshana Bhagya Hetu Gopala Shekaraye Tava Suprabhatam Mandara Jadi Tulasi Dala Malikayaye Malyani Anjali Pute Samudayanti Ishtanti Tvat Bhavata Dharatale Munindra Radha Manoharaye Tava Suprabhatam Vedatrayam Patati Gautama Karnakuya Jayanti Sadguna Gano Varada Savarga Sankirtayanti Tava Nama Kada Vishesha Shri Naradhadirshaya Tava Suprabhatam Govardhano Dharana Gopa Kishora Gopa Gopi Janamrita Subesha Bhavati Pota Trilokya Mohana Sumangala Divya Deha Shri Rukminisha Varada Tava Suprabhatam Shri Vatsajina Sharanagata Parijata Bhaktati Vanjana Kripa Karadina Bandhu Vidyanta Gaya Dijana Priya Divya Rupa Shri Nanda Gopatanaya Tava Suprabhatam Padmaksha Padma Mukha Padmadhara Prameya Padmalaya Shranida Padma Nivasa Shori Padmo Bhavati Sura Sevita Pada Padma Panatinata Haraye Tava Suprabhatam Vindatale Viharanaya Mahendra Bandya Kandarpadarpa Haratinya Sudesha Rupa Chandrananaya Sira Chandana Limna Deha Govinda Yadhavaye Tava Suprabhatam Shri Nandanandana Yashoda Kumara Dhira Mayangadina Davichona Supushpahara Nirambuddha Sucharira Ramavihara Gopala Deva Hare Tava Suprabhatam Shri Vashijam Bhavati Satya Sugandhi Patra Shrimitra Divasa Prabhu Putrikare Ishtanti Divya Bhavame Tava Srivanada Gopi Mana Priyare Tava Suprabhatam Shri Krishna Achyutananta Mukunda Shori Radha Manohara Janardana Chakrapale Namani Divya Munayurna Nishan Vadanti Rami Muhurta Samaye Tava Suprabhatam Shri Krishna Suprabhatam Ye Patanti Anisam Bhuri Kritan Mahapapan Shri Krishna Graha Hetukam Ishvara Parama Krishna Sachitananda Vigraha Anadiradir Govinda Sarvakarana Karanam Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Chintamani Prakare Sadma Sukalpa Vriksha Laksha Vriteshu Surabhira Vipalayantam Lakshmi Sahasra Shata Sambrama Sevyamana Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Ravinda Dayaya Kasham Bhavasam Samasitam Buddha Sundarangam Kandarpa Godika Maniya Vishesha Shobham Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Alola Chandra Kala Sadvana Malya Vamshi Ratnangadam Pranaya Keli Kala Vilasam Shamam Tribhangalalitam Niyata Prakasham Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Nandiyasya Sagalendriya Vidhimanti Pashanti Panti Kalayanti Chiram Jaganti Ananda Chinmaya Sadujvala Vigrahasya Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Advaitamachutamanadim Rupam Adyam Purana Purusham Navayuvanam Cham Vedeshu Durlabha Madhurlabha Matma Bhakto Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Mantastu Koti Shatasatsara Sampragamyo Vayoratapi Manaso Munibungavanam Shobhyasti Yat Prapalajimya Vincha Tattve Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Ekopya Sora Chayitum Jagadanda Kotim Yachakti Rasti Jagadanda Chayaya Danta Andantarastha Paramanu Chayantarastham Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Yadvavavavita Diyo Manujastadeva Sampapya Rupa Manisasanayana Bhusha Suktiryameva Migama Pratita Suvanti Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Ananda Chinmaya Rasa Pratibhavita Bis Tabirya Eva Nijayupataya Kalabim Goloka Eva Nivasatya Kilatma Bhuto Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Demanjana Svirata Bhakti Virochanena
Santasadevenayeshu vilokayanti Yam shamsu sundaramachintya gunasvarupam Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami
Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami Ramadi murti shukalani yamena tishtam Nanavataram amakarot bhuvaneshu kintu Krishna svayam samabhavat paramapumanyam Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami Yasya prabha prabhavato jagananta koti Koti shesha vasudhadi vibhuti bhinam Tad brahma viksharam anantam ashesha bhutam Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami Maya yasya jagadanda shatani sute Trigunyatad vishaya veda vitayamana Sattva valambi para sattva vishuddha sattvam Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami Ananda chinmaya rasatmataya manashu Ya praninam pratipalam smaratam upetya Lilayatena bhuvanani jayatya jasram Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami Golokanam nimijadam nitale chatasya Devi Mahesha Haridama Suteshu Teshu Tete Prabhava Vichaya Vitaschayena Govindamadi Purusham Tamam Bhajami Govindamadi Purusham Tamam Bhajami Srishti Sthiti Palaya Sadhana Shakti Reka Chaye Vayasya Bhuvanani Viparti Durga Ichanurupamapi yasya chacheshatesa Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami Chiram yatadadi vikara vishesha yogam Sanjayate naitata pratigasti eto Yasham bhutam apichatas samudeti karyan Govindamadi purusham tamam bhajami Govindamadi purusham tamam bhajami Jitva shireva ilasata ramabhuteya Jitvayate vidakarit samana dharma Yastajayeva isha vishnu daya vibhati Govindamadi purusham tamam bhajami Govindamadi purusham tamam bhajami Yakarananavakale bhajati sma yoga Nidramananta jagadanda saroma kupa Adhara shakti mabalam yaparam svamurtim Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami Yasheka nishvasita kala madhavanamya Jivanti loma vilaja jaganantanata Vishnur mahansaya yasya kala vishesho Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami Vasvam yatasma chakaleshu nijeshu teja Priyam kiya prakatayatyapitattva atra Brahmaya irsha jagadanda vidana karta Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami Yatpada pallava yugandi nidaya kurva Vande pranama samaye saganadiraja Vignam vahantu manayasya jagatrayasya Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami Agni mahiga gamambu marudishasya Kalasatatma manasiti jagatrayari Yasmat bhavanti vibhavanti vishanti yamcha Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami
Yachakshuresha savita sakala grahanam Rajastamasta-suramurtimashesha teja Yasya jaya brahmanyam vrutakala chakro Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami Dharmo tapapa nichaya sutayastapamsi Brahmanikita patagavadayascha jiva Yaddatta matra vibhava prakata prabhava Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami Yasvindra gopamata maosva karma Bandhanurupa palabhajamanattanoti Karmani dirati kintu cha bhakti bhajam Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami Yam krodha kama saja pranayadi viti Vatsalya moha guru gaurava sevya bhavale Sanchintya tasya sadarshinthanumapurete Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami Govindamadi purusham tamaham bhajami Ishvara Parama Krishna Sachitananda Vigraha Anadiradir Govinda Sarva Karana Karanam Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami Govindamadi Purusham Tamaham Bhajami.
Jai Gurudev, Vedic chanting on page 57.
Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Harihi Om Hiranyavarna Marinim Suvarna Rajatasrajam Chandram Hiranmayim Lakshmim Jatavedo Ma'avaha Ma'avaha Jatavedo Lakshmim Anapagaminim Yasyam Hiranyam Vindeyam Gamashvam Purushanaham Ashvakurvarathamadyam Hastinada Prabodhinim Shriyam Devi Mupakvaye Shirma Devi Jushatam Kamso Smitam Hiranya Prakara Vardram Jalanti Triptam Kalpayanti Padme Stita Padmavarnam Tavyopahvaye Shayam Chandra Prabhasa Yashasa Jvalantim Shriyam Loke Devajusha Muraram Tam Padminimim Sharanamaham Prapadye Lakshmi Arvinasyatam Tvam Vrane Aditya Varne Tapasodi Jato Vanaspatistava Vrikshota Vilvaha Tasya Palani Tapasanudantu Mayantaraya Shabaya Lakshmi Upetumam Deva Sakha Kirtistamanina Saha Pradurvutosmi Astresmin Kirtamritam Datatu Me Kshutpipasamulam Jyeshtamalakshmim Nashayam Yaham Abhutimasamriddhim cha sarvanirnudamigrate Gandadharam durardarsham nityapushtam karishinim Ishvarigam sarvabhutanam tamihopahvaye shayam Manasaka mama kutim vachas satyamashīmahi Pashunam rupamanasya mahishi shayatam yashaha Kartamena prajabhuta maisam bhavakardama Shriyam vasayame kule mataram padmamalinim आपसृजन्तु स्निग्धानि चिक्लीतवसने गृहे निजदेवी मातरं श्रियं वासय मे कुले आर्द्रा पुष्करिणी पुष्टिं सुवर्णा मे ममालिनीं सूर्यां हिरण्मयीं लक्ष्मीं जातवेदो महावः आर्द्रां यक्करिणीं यष्टिं पिङ्गलां पद्ममालिनीं चन्द्रां हिरण्मयीं लक्ष्मीं जातवेदो महावः महावः जातवेदो लक्ष्मीमनपगामिनीं यस्यां हिरण्यं प्रभूतं गावो दास्योश्वान् विन्देयं पुरुषानहम् यस्य प्रयतो भूत्वा जुहुयादायमन्वहम् सूक्तं पञ्चदशं च श्रीकामः सततं जपेत् पद्मप्रिये पद्मिनि पद्महस्ते पद्मालये पद्मदलायताक्षी विश्वप्रिये विष्णुमनोनुकूले त्वत्पादपद्मं मणिसन्निधस्त्वा महादेव्ये च विद्महे विष्णुपत्न्ये च धीमहि तन्नो लक्ष्मी प्रचोदयात् ॐ शान्ति शान्ति शान्तिः भूमिर्भुम्नाद्यो वरिनन्दरिक्षं महित्वा उपस्थिते देवति तेऽग्निमन्नादमन्नाद्यायादरे आयङ्गो वृष्टिरक्रमीदसनन्मातरं पुनः पितरं च प्रयन्सुवः त्रिगुंशत्तामविराजति वाक्पतङ्गाय शिष्यये प्रत्यस्य वहाद्युभिः अस्य प्राणारपानन्यन्दश्चरतिरोचन व्यक्यन्महिषस्सुवः यद्वा कृतपरूपमन्युनायदवत्या सुखल्पमग्ने तत्तव पुनस्तोदीपयामसि यत्ते मन्युपरोक्तस्य पृथिवीमनुदत्वसे आदित्या विश्वे तद्देवा वसवस्य समावरन् मनो ज्योतिर्जुषतामध्यं विच्छिन्नं यज्ञगुं समिमं ददातु बृहस्पतिस्तनुतामिमं नो विश्वे देवायमादयन्ताम् मेदिनी देवी वसुन्धरा स्याद्वसुधा देवी वासवी ब्रह्मवक्षसा पितॄणागुं श्रोत्रं चक्षुर्मनः देवी हिरण्यगर्भिणी देवी प्रसूवरी सदने सत्यायने सीता समुद्रवती सावित्री अनो देवी मायङ्गी महोदरणी महोवितिष्ठा शृङ्गे शृङ्गे यज्ञे यज्ञे विभीषणी इन्द्रपत्नी व्यापिनी सुरसरिहा वायुमती जलशयनी श्रियं दाराजा सत्यन्दो परिमेदिनी सोपरिदतं परिगाय विष्णुपत्नी महीं देवी माधवी माधवप्रिया लक्ष्मी प्रियसखीं देवीं नमामच्युतवल्लभाम् धनुधरायै विद्महे सर्वसिद्ध्यै च धीमहि तन्नो धरा प्रचोदयात् ॐ शान्ति शान्ति नीलां देवीं शरणमहं प्रपद्ये गृह्णाहि घृतवती सवितरादिपत्यै पयस्वतीरन्तिराशानो अस्तु ध्रुवादिशां विष्णुपत्न्यघोरा शेषाना सहसो यामनोता Brihaspatiर्matarishvotavayu sanduvana abhino grunanto Vishtambo divo dharana pradevya asyeshana jagato vishnupatni Mahadevecha vidmahe vishnupatnyai cha dhimahi Tanno nila prachodayat Om Shanti 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 Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Hari Om
Om Ajnanatimirandasya Jnananjana Shalakaya Chakshurunmelitam Yena Tasmai Shri Guruve Namaha. Jai Gurudev, good morning. So the verse or the story that I chose today is from the beginning of Canto 11. And in the beginning of Canto 11, in the first chapter, the story is shared about the destruction of the Yadu dynasty. And it is described a story. So it's only part of the story. Of course, there's different parts of the story. As we know, after the Mahabharata war has finished, Gandhari approaches Krishna. And essentially, in some way, of course, you could say she realized that he's behind everything. But at the same time, she also realized that he's behind everything, meaning it's his fault. And so, of course, she curses Krishna and his whole family to die. And of course, Krishna, out of his humility, and of course the Lord needs, well, he doesn't need, but he needs like an excuse to leave. So he accepts the curse. But of course, there's the other story also, where the whole Yadu clan, and including Krishna, they all meet in this place called Pindaraka, which is a city close to Dwarka, and they have like a family gathering, and all the rishis and sages and Vishwamitra and Narada and whoever else has gathered together at this place, and including all the children of the Yadu clan, and they play this joke where they dress up Samba as a woman. They put a cushion or something on his belly, dress him up as being pregnant, and they very humbly approach the Brahmanas and ask, "Oh dear, all seeing Brahmanas, please tell us what this shy woman here is going to have. She's going to have a boy or a girl." And of course, these wise, self-controlled Brahmanas, they are very humbled by these beautiful, playful children, and they curse the children for abusing and being very naughty, So they curse the children, and they say that instead of a child, you will give birth to an iron club that will be the destruction of your entire family. It's not overkill at all. It's okay. It's normal. So it's Mahabharata's Bhagavatam story, obviously. And so, of course, the kids who, before they were a very playful mood, they become very scared, because, of course, even the kids know that if the Brahmanas curse you, if the rishis curse you, not a good thing. So they become very scared. They go back to their parents to tell the story to Ugrasena and all the other adults, and they become very scared of the curse. And so Ugrasena orders the iron club to be ground down to ash, to sand, whatever, and to be thrown into the ocean. And so it is thrown into the ocean, and eventually it is there's a bigger piece from the club that could not be ground, which a fish swallows, and the rest eventually comes back to the shore and is there planted and grows into this grass, as we know later becomes the tool through which the Yadus kill each other at the shore after being drunk. What a way to go for such a great dynasty. And the bigger piece that is swallowed by the fish is caught by a fisherman, and then Jara takes this iron piece and makes an arrow out of this iron piece. And as we know, this is the piece which then he shoots at a deer, or thinking it's a deer, but it's actually Krishna's foot. And then, of course, Krishna also leaves. After everybody else already went, Krishna also leaves this plane. Of course, in a sense, you could even say, how would you die from a arrow in your foot? But it's all way Krishna's Leela. No? So I want to take this story and take kind of three different perspectives on the story. So the verse that I took is from Canto 11, Chapter 1, verse 8, which is Parikshit inquiring or asking the question, how, basically. So, Shri Raja Ovachan Brahmanyanam Badhanyanam Nityam Vriddhopashevinam Vipra Shabha Kadam Abhud Vrishninam Krishna Chetasam. King Parikshit inquired, how could the Brahmanas curse the Vrishnis, who were always respectful to the Brahmanas, who were always charitable and inclined to serve the senior and exalted persons, and whose minds were always fully absorbed in the thoughts of Krishna? So I will actually, of course, here he is asking how and why would the Brahmanas curse the children of the Vrishnis, who were always so dharmic, right? Of course, you could say it's children. They're playing. They're just playing. Don't need to overreact in such an extreme way. It's just kids, right? But I wanted to take the story from three different angles. The first angle is Krishna. Second angle is the Brahmanas, and the third angle is the kids. And of course, to take a lesson for us. So of course, you can take various different perspectives on it. So the first is the understanding of Krishna, the Supreme Lord. And as I already highlighted some parts of the story, you could say, of course, everything is Krishna's will. It is Krishna's way of arranging of how he needs to leave the earth. And it said that yes, Krishna came to remove all negativity, the burden of the world, to remove the negative influence of all the various kings, adharmic kings of the time, to enact this, I wouldn't call it play, called Kurukshetra, this great war between the Pandavas and the Kauravas. But yet, on this earth, there was still one clan or one kingdom which could never be defeated. It was so powerful, and that was the Vrishnis. That was the Yadu dynasty. And so in a sense, it was said that to fulfill his duty and to bring some kind of balance, maybe one could say, he had to take everybody with him. Because this family was so blessed by his presence, by his birth into this family, that they would never be defeated. And that's also not good for balance. And so he decided that when he leaves, everybody needs to leave. And everybody goes with him. And so, of course, everything had to be, arranged in a certain setting. So you could say the whole Leela is his Leela, and everything happens according to his will and how everything had to be. Because everything from the curse of Gandhari many years before to the curse of the Brahmanas to the children of the Yadu dynasty, down to the way that everything happened, how they all these dharmic personalities, get completely intoxicated and drunk and then kill each other with grass blades. And then Krishna leaves by being shot in the foot by Jara. Of course, everything has backstories to it, but in the end of the day, looking at the bigger picture, I would say it's a Leela of Krishna, arrangement of Krishna, how things have to be. How the iron rod is swallowed by a fish. Why would the fish eat an iron piece? And how all the little dust pieces of iron come back to the shore and then grow into grass, which I guess usually iron doesn't grow into grass. So everything is a Leela of the Lord. Maybe not so much to take from it for our own lives, other than that everything in our own life is exactly the same. Everything is arranged Leela by Him. Nothing in our life, not even one breath in our life, happens if it was not for His will. Whether it is all the good stuff, which is easy and nice to accept, yes, it's His will. I won the lottery. It's His grace. But all the people that annoy me are not His grace. That is just annoying people. No, everything is by His grace. Everything is given by Him as an opportunity for us to grow on our path towards Him. So I think in some way to taking this perspective is to accept everything as His Leela, everything as His grace, everything is His prasad. First lesson. Second, the perspective or the angle of the Brahmanas. So which is essentially the question which Parikshit is asking here, why are the Brahmanas making this curse if to the children of the Vrishnis, the Yadus, who were always so dharmic and always served the Brahmanas, who were always so respectful. That's why I said, why do they overreact in such a way? Is this a childish game? Children play and they don't think sometimes. But I would take the angle to two different perspectives. In some way, you could see the decay of the generation. There's a book that I was reading recently, not a scripture, it's just by a psychology professor, who said that children are the most manipulative people on the planet, which I guess to an extent is probably true. Because as children, you constantly test the boundaries of society. You constantly test the boundaries of your family, let's say, in terms of behaviors and so on. And so that's why to be strict with children is extremely important. Of course, we show our love, and to love your children is easy, but to be strict is very difficult, no? But it's very important, because if you are not strict and children are not shown where are the boundaries, they will never have respect later in their life. They will never know what are the right boundaries in their relationships with people, with society, later in life. And so it's very important. And so that is one sign maybe, is that it is so important to educate children in the right way. Otherwise, they will not learn respect. And to have respect towards elders, to have respect towards people in general, is something that is extremely important to be learned when young. No? And so maybe that is one take. The other take, I would say, maybe out of the idea of children, just in general, is that these Yadu children have grown up in amazing surroundings. Their parents had a lot of struggles. They experienced the Kurukshetra war. They had to leave their homes and they were brought to Dwarka. They had to build up, in the end it was only Krishna, I guess, but they had to build up Dwarka, a new home, to get used to a new home, that the wars and whatever else happening in their life. And I think in the same way we can, or I can relate, probably there's always a saying that our parents always had or grandparents maybe, had a more difficult life. No? They had to work harder and achieve more and bear war and whatever else. And actually we have such a, in history of time, we have probably the most comfortable lives one can possibly live. And that is not only a good thing, because you can start to take things very quickly, very easily for granted, you know, when you have things easily. And I would reflect on the same way. The way that they grew up was in that way. Dwarka was already there. Their parents had everything. There was peace. You know, after Kurukshetra was finished, it was good life in a sense, right? And so they all grew up in that environment, and so they did not have a different context. They grew up with very dharmic parents, with parents who always venerated the brahmanas and the elders. They always had such great influences of great people around. And so they became normal to have around. And when it becomes normal to have around, you lose perspective of how rare and amazing it is to have such great influence around also. So I would take the connection of us also. To have devotees around us in our life is such a rare gift. But because we have it every day, sometimes you wish, oh my God, not today. Or you lose perspective. When we have, the more that we have Guruji around, you also lose perspective of how incredible it is to begin with, even to have a living spiritual master. Not to have a master that has lived 100 years ago, and you know the teachings and the sayings and the scriptures, which is also amazing in of itself already. But to have a living master in of itself is a grace that cannot be even compared to probably most lives that we have lived before. And even if you have the spiritual master, to be able to be so close, like all of us here, to have him so accessible is also a grace that cannot be described. And one very easily and very quickly forgets even about that, which is the biggest treasure that we can have in any of the billions of lives that we have probably taken before. And yet we are here and often wasting it, not out of conscious choice, but unconscious daily behaviors that we are trapped in. So for me, actually, that is that lesson somehow, not so much to analyze the reaction of the brahmanas, but or the kids, but to as that third point from the perspective of the kids, to remember to always appreciate everything that we have, and the best way to do that is to take perspective, to take a step back, because in that way one sees better the bigger picture of what is it that we actually have here, what is it actually that we have been given in our life. And then we realize, and sometimes even, I don't know, I think somebody shared a story recently where Guruji told a person as a nice exercise to get perspective is to meditate. So when you have to make a choice, or even just randomly, visualize your life playing out one way, playing out a second way, playing out a third way. So visualize if you're not happy, if you're complaining about this and that and the other, and I don't know, I hate wearing yellow, and you know, it's just a boring color and always the same, or whatever. No, everybody has their own issues to complain about. Well, visualize, okay, what if I was not in the ashram? What if I didn't even know Guruji? How would potentially my life look like? And I always like to do this exercise, actually, about in various ways, because it makes you realize how incredible our life actually is, and how empty and useless any other direction of life would be. And so when you realize that the life that we are already living is the most fulfilling path that you can have in your life. It gives you the perspective and appreciation. And with appreciation and gratitude, everything will fall into place. Because if we have gratitude, the actions that follow are in the right direction. The choices that we make are in the right direction also. Because out of gratitude, the one quality that grows is humility. Because you realize that everything you have was not earned by you, or is not even close to what you could ever earn. So it was given by His grace. And to realize everything that is in your life, everything amazing that we have in our life was given by His grace. And the best thing we can do to even attempt to repay is with the tiny little bit of effort that we can make. And that's it. That all we have to do is a little bit of effort. Okay, good day.
Narasimhaya Namaste Narasimhaya Namaste Narasimhaya Namaste Narasimhaya Pralay Dala Dadaine Narasimho, Ito Narasimho, Parato Narasimho, Ito Narasimho, Parato Narasimho, Ito Narasimho, Parato Narasimho, Yatto Yatto Yami Tato 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 Narasimho, Pahi Narasimho, Hridaye Narasimho, Pahi Narasimho, Hridaye Narasimho, Pahi Narasimho, Hridaye Narasimho, Pahi Narasimho, Hridaye Narasimho, Narasimha Madim Sharanam Prapadye, Narasimha Madim Sharanam Prapadye, Narasimha Madim Sharanam Prapadye, Narasimha Madim Sharanam Prapadye, Avakara Kamala Vare Nakamadbhuta Shringam Harita Hiranyakashipu Tanu Bringam Keshavadrita Narahari Rupa Jaya Jagadisha Hare Jaya Jagadisha Hare Jaya Jagadisha Hare Abhakara Kamala Kamadbhutam Springen Dalita Hiranyakashipu Tanubhigam Keshavadita Narahari Rupa Jayo Jagadishare Jayo Jagadishare Jayo Jagadishare Jaya Narasimha Dev Jaya Narasimha Dev 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 Jaya Prahlad Maharaj Prahlad Maharaj Bhakta Swarupa Jaya Prahlad Maharaj Jaya Prahlad Maharaj Jaya Prahlad Maharaj Bhakta Swarupa Jaya Prahlad Maharaj Oh Gurudev 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 Jaya Jaya Gurudev Jaya Jaya Gurudev 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 Jaya Jaya Gurudev Oh Gurudev 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 Sri Vishwananda Gurudev Sri Vishwananda Gurudev 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 Sri Vishwananda Gurudev Ramanuja Ramanuja Mangala Mangala Me Yatiraja Ramanuja Mangala Mangala Me Ramanuja Ramanuja Mangala Mangala Me Yatiraja Ramanuja Mangala Mangala Me Yatindraya Karunakaraya Mangala Mangala Me Yatindraya Karunakaraya Mangala Mangala Me Prapati Dharme Karadaya Mangala Mangala Me Prapati Dharme Karadaya Mangala Mangala Me Ramanuja Ramanuja Mangala Mangala Me Yatiraja Ramanuja Mangala Mangala Me Ramanuja Ramanuja Mangala Mangala Me Yatiraja Ramanuja Mangala Mangala Me Saligrama Pratisthitaya Mangala Mangala Me Saligrama Pratisthitaya Mangala Mangala Me Tridanda Dhari Me Godagrajaya Mangala Mangala Me Tridanda Dhari Me Godagrajaya Mangala Mangala Me Ramanuja Ramanuja Mangala Mangala Me Yatiraja Ramanuja Mangala Mangala Me Ramanuja Ramanuja Mangala Mangala Me Yatiraja Ramanuja Mangala Mangala Me Rangesha Kinkaryarataya Mangala Mangala Me Rangesha Kinkaryarataya Mangala Mangala Me Mananathaya Dhari Nidharaya Mangala Mangala Me Mananathaya Dhari Nidharaya Mangala Mangala Me Ramanuja Ramanuja Mangala Mangala Me Yatiraja Ramanuja Mangala Mangala Me Ramanuja Ramanuja Mangala Mangala Me Yatiraja Ramanuja Mangala Mangala Me Mangala Mangala Me Om Jai Lakshmi Mata Maya Jaya Lakshmi Mata Tum तुमको निशादीन सेवता तुमको निशादीन सेवता हर विष्णु विदाता ओम जय लक्ष्मी माता कुमारा माँ ब्रह्मणी तुम्हारी जगमाता तुम्हारी जगमाता सूर्य चंद्रमा जावता सूर्य चंद्रमा जावता नारद ऋषि गाता ओम जय लक्ष्मी माता दुर्गा रूपा निरंजनी सुख संपत्ति दाता मैं सुख संपत्ति दाता जो कोई तुमको जावता जो कोई तुमको जावता रिद्धि सिद्धि धन पाता ओम जय लक्ष्मी माता तुम पाताल निवासिनी तुम्हारी शुभदाता मैं तुम्हारी शुभदाता कर्म प्रभाव प्रकाशिनी कर्म प्रभाव प्रकाशिनी भवानी चित्रदा ओम जय लक्ष्मी माता जिस घर में तुम्हारा सब सद्गुणाता हे सब सद्गुणाता सब संभव हो जाता सब संभव हो जाता मन नहीं घबराता ओम जय लक्ष्मी माता तुम बिना यज्ञ न होते वस्त्र न कोई पाता मेरा वस्त्र न कोई पाता कलपानक वैभावा कलपानक वैभावा सब तुमसे आता ओम जय लक्ष्मी माता शुभ गुण मंदिर सुंदर क्षीरो नदी जाता मेरा क्षीरो नदी जाता राज चतुर्दश तुम बिना राज चतुर्दश तुम बिना कोई नहीं पाता ओम जय लक्ष्मी माता महालक्ष्मी जी की आरती जो कोई जन गाता जो कोई जन गाता पूरानंद समाता पूरानंद समाता पाप उतर जाता ओम जय लक्ष्मी माता ओम जय लक्ष्मी माता मेरे जय लक्ष्मी माता तुमको निशादीन सेवता तुमको निशादीन सेवता हर विष्णु विदाता ओम जय लक्ष्मी माता ओम जय लक्ष्मी माता मेरा जय लक्ष्मी माता तुमको निशादीन सेवता तुमको निशादीन सेवता हर विष्णु विदाता ओम जय लक्ष्मी माता त्वमेव माता च पिता त्वमेव त्वमेव बन्धुश्च सखा त्वमेव त्वमेव विद्या द्रविणा त्वमेव त्वमेव सर्वं मम देव देव त्वमेव सर्वं मम देव देव भूमिना भूमिना असतो मा सद्गमय तमसो मा ज्योतिर्गमय मृत्योर्मा मृतागमय ओम शांति 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 लोका समस्ता सुखिनो भवन्तु लोका समस्ता सुखिनो भवन्तु लोका समस्ता सुखिनो भवन्तु ओम शांति 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 श्री गुरुभ्यो नमः हरि ओम बोलो श्री लक्ष्मी नारायण भगवान की जय श्री भूतभृतश्वरनाथ नरसिम्हा भगवान की जय राधा कृष्ण कन्हैया लाल की जय अवतार क्रिया बाबू की जय रमनुजाचार्य की जय प्रेम से बोलो सद्गुरुदेव श्री स्वामी विश्वानंद महाप्रभु की कृष्णाय गोविंद Gopinaya Gopijana Vallabhaya Paraya Paramapurushaya Hara Karma Mantra Yantra Tantra Ushadastra Shastrani Samara Samara Mrityo Mochaya Mochaya Om Namo Bhagavate Mahasudarshanaya Nitya Jvala Pratyaya Sarvani Shamana Pat Parasmaya Parabrahmane Prandutije Swaha Om Shanti 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 Shri Gurubhyo Namaha Hari Om Jai Jai Shri Radhe Jai Jai Shri Radhe Jai Jai Shri Radhe Shyam Venkatramana Govinda Gopika Jivana Smaram Govinda Bhaktavatsala Govinda Pundarika Varadhe Eknath Namade Pandarinath Maharaj ki Namaste Bhakta Mandali ki Hara Impermana